carbon dioxide emissions from the world. Electric power industries fell by 2% last year, a study showed. That represents the biggest decrease in such emissions since the late 1990s. The study comes from the International Energy Agency, or IEA, which is based in Paris. It found that the decrease in emissions largely resulted from reduced coal usage in Europe and the United States, which burn coal to generate electricity. The IEA reports that the electricity generation industries produce 36% of all energy-related emissions in developed economies. The study showed that the United States reduced its CO2 emissions by 140 million tons, the largest amount of any country. Additional data from a climate research group show that coal-generated electricity around the world fell by 3% in 2019. The Amber Research Group noted that coal use in Europe dropped by 24%, while it dropped 16% in the US. China was responsible for half of the world's coal-generated electricity. In 2019, coal use decreased in many areas, including Japan and South Korea. Both countries have increasingly turned to natural gas and nuclear energies for their power needs. Dave Jones have read the report by Amber. Jones told the Reuters news agencies that the worldwide reduction in coal use is good news for the climate, but he says governments should do more. To switch from coal into gas, each swapping one fossil fuel for another, he says. Coal, oil, and other fossil fuels are on carbon-based and thought to increase CO2 in Earth's atmosphere. In a statement, the IEA said the world total emissions remain unchanged, although the world economy grew 2.9% in 2019. Wind and solar energy generations increased by 15% last year. Hydroelectricity power and nuclear energies also do not add CO2 emissions to the atmosphere. The report examines information covering 85% of the world electricity generation in the world's largest economies. Researchers estimate that the remaining 50%. The IEA found that energy-related CO2 emissions have been decreasing in the United States, the EU, and Japan. However, emissions in the rest of the world have risen since the 1980s.